Ooh. Well,
and she said, I think the way that I can feel the echo of my New You singing, I feel that this is the New You. The New You song is the what they call it, the angel Michael. One of the angels use an instrument to wake people up in the resurrection. She said that I think that instrument, it is nothing just New You song.
okay, yeah. I'm gonna. Oh, I've got to relate this to myself, and what I'm saying is that you see the song I did today that I wrote in the bazaar was called New You. And I mean, I had a chorus, New You. I was New You. And but in the song, one of the verses I said, I am Jesus Pan Eagle Song. And if I come, nobody is recognizing me or it. If Jesus came, no one would recognize me. They wouldn't believe me. And they say things like, show me a miracle, which I had someone do at the same bazaar about 2 weeks ago. I said, I'm going by the name Jesus Pan Eagle Song. And and then he told me that he said, well, if you're Jesus, then lift that car. And I go, you really think if Jesus come, he's going to come back and do some kind of miracle? It's, how these people are thinking, show me the money. But Jesus in the market square came and knocked over all the money lenders and all of that. And that was like, but also in the song, I was talking like that. The lyrics were like that. And I was spontaneously creating the words while I played the guitar. And it was like this man who was half blind or blind was the one listening to it. And every time I said something to him, he'd say yes. And now I'm thinking about, I've seen this guy before, so I don't think it was one of the masters coming in a different body. But I can't put it past him that might have happened. But the song was about what you just said.
Oh yeah, that's the what they call it. همزمانی میشه چی؟
Simultaneously.
No, it's
I just can say something. Dear Peter, unfortunately, during the recording, my recording stopped, and now I started again because it was too long. Yeah.
خودم میخواست بره. 1 ساعت میخواست بره.
Yeah, that's okay. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
But another word I want to say here. One day, one of our friend was a girl and come from the Sistan Baluchistan in my home in Karaj. When I was in Karaj, he faced with a strange dream that special people told her the girls of رستاخیز نمیدونم دختران رستاخیزی در اینجا هستند در ایران دختران رستاخیزی
the girls of resurrection are here in Iran. she saw a dream. Mariam's friend saw a dream, and some strange people told her that the resurrections girls are in Iran.
I think that's your confirmation.
Yeah. And it's synchronicity. Yeah. The poem that you were singing and the things that Marzia told about the resurrection girl and the dream that Mariam's friend had seen.
Yes.
What is the connection? What does that resurrection's daughter mean, I think? I'm just thinking of that word.
I wonder what the daughter part of it is. Yeah. It's a feminine influence, so it has something to do. But you have to be concerned with the awareness of possible something from the, like the dark side moon aspect. But I don't think that's what it is. I think it's more of a freedom from, and maybe it has symbolically has something to do with the limitations that have been and the suppression on the feminine, especially in the, let's say, Middle East as an example.
Yeah, exactly, and particularly in Iran.
Don't forget the ovens on.
Yes. Yeah, that's got to be a reference. Yes, honey.
Don't forget the ovens on.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You're welcome.
I've been put in charge of the oven, the cooking.
Oh, so you're busy. And we're taking your time, I think.
No, not at all. I'm near the end of my ability to be listening. Actually, what happened, you see, there are 7 brothers and sisters here, not in this house, but in our little, in the family unit there, not my family though. And they are, and 3 of them are the sisters, and 2 of them have just arrived. Another one has arrived, and without me going into it, she kind of represents the dark moon Lilith, to tell you the actual truth of it. And she's quite proud of that side. She's kind of following the dragon thing, and she loves that. And whatever, I don't really want to talk about other people. I don't talk about other people, if you know what I mean, and especially a gossip kind of thing at all. But it's just that it's unique because it relates to the 7 sisters and all that. Hold on for a second for myself.
Okay.
Thank
you.
The thing about it, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I would say just if there's no word to say.
Yeah, we covered a lot of ground, and I'm just going to complete my side by saying I'm a poet for sure, and I haven't had anything published, but I have been writing songs for the last 10 years or more, and but I created poetry that I call Nuku, N-U-K-U, or sometimes I used to call it Yuku, which is H-U-K-U. And it's very similar to haiku, but I made it so it's not as small as a haiku. In other words, the haiku is 3 lines and the Nuku was 5 lines. You know, in a poetic rhythm. And I also really do much appreciate Rumi. So I was wondering about the poem, and if you could find me the poem and or the writings or references that you were talking about the poet, and that way I could look that up and find out something. You know, there might be something I'd like to find out there. You know.
Sure, sure. Maybe we can translate the poem poem in English. That is a special part of the poem, and send it to you.
Yeah, and who the author was, you know, or if you know who the poet was.
Yeah. She knows that. Some of them were from Saadi, some from Hafiz, and some from Rumi, and even Ferdowsi.
Yes, Hafiz, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Poet Hafiz. Yeah, I remember that name. It's been sometimes I used to around 15 years ago, I read quite a bit of all, you know, quite a bit of Rumi and so forth. And I like Khalil Gibran, you know, of course, and stuff like that. But it's been a long time since I've actually been reading hardly anybody else's writings of any kind in any group, except for Dwayne and or maybe, well, yeah, really just that, or just working on creating writing myself and creating, you know, like that. So anyway, I'm talking too much, and I'm thanking you. I really appreciate you sending me.
Thank you very much. It was enlightening.
What?
It was enlightening. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
Oh, it's wonderful, and I'm in a great gratefulness, you know, and please thank Marcia, your sister, too, for that. I think it would be good if you tell if you recorded that part or whatever you could, and have Dwayne, you know, relate to it as well, and yourself also, Mariam. Yes.
Thank you, dear Peter. Well, I try to make it as a audio recorder and send it for Dwayne too and for you too.
I'll
But
send you the email as well. The email with the information on the Solaris. Okay. By email.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, we start new. Judy.
No, you.
Thank you, Peter. And let me see, ask Marzia. You, Marzia? No. You. And me. You. thank you for being here. We will see you later.
Thank you.
Next time.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night.
And love.
Good night.
Wonderful.